We've done it again, it's castle time, baby. Introducing the Feudalism. Taking inspiration from the original Feudal, it offers 3 towers of offense while providing you with a triple bunker design for defense. It's the ultimate castle inspired main base for any small group. All of this at a cost of 10k wood, 90k stone, 96k metal, and 160 HQM. All of this while offering you 66 rockets of protection to both the core and the bunker loot. That is if they make it as far, as this base offers great online protection with internal defenses, and as they raid, they expose themselves to more turrets and more traps, killing them on the spot. Before cracking onto the base tour, I just wanted to give a big thanks to all you guys watching this video, especially those that like and subscribe. It means the world to me. So if you've got a sec, chuck us a subscribe, chuck us a like, as the videos will only keep on getting better. Now, off to the base tour we go. First of all, we enter one of our 3 mini Satori disconnectable TCs, quite a low upkeep of 175 metal and 810 stone. Like always, drop your foundation and your roof and watch the show happen. The compound is accessible through one of our 3 gatehouses, all of which features 2 spawn points and 1 locker. There is 2 variety of external structures. One is the gatehouse you see at the moment. The second one primarily focuses on base defense and base offense, featuring 2 turrets in total, 1 on each side, 2 beds inside, and a locker with a large box to depot any loot. The base is also split up into 3 sections, all protected by chain link fence to make sure once a raider is in, he's forced in a certain section. The Feudalism is accessed through one of its 3 airlocks, all of which has thatched roofs to the base to shoot out to make it harder for raiders to raid. Entering the Feudalism, we can see 8 large boxes in total for your secondary loot and quick depoting. Opening up this garage door exposes us to a quick spawn featuring 2 beds and a locker, each which is protected by a turret above. Secondly, if anyone does breach this area, you've got this peek down and shoot. It also features shotgun traps for any online defense. Entering our main corridor, on the left we can see one of our 2 varieties of storage. One features a garage, the other one features a window, if you don't have the gears to support yourself. Turning on around, we see it drop down into a starter, protected by a turret. Opening up this garage door exposes our starter, featuring a mixer, some electric furnaces, a large box of storage, additional storage, and a battery featuring our main turret of defense. Squeezing on through here, we can see our TC. This is the main TC. With an upkeep of 25k metal, 48 high qual, 16k stone, and 15 wood. This should be maintainable for any small group or a 5-man even. Heading up to the main corridor and opening the final 2 garage doors, we can see the other 2 wings, which are both copy and pasted of the first, featuring an auto turret and a peek down, making base defense awesome. Now let's check out the bunker. As you can see, you can use this bunker to seal the 3rd floor, or you can keep it as a simple bunker. I prefer to keep it simple, as it makes it a little bit less likely that raiders are going to try and raid it. As you can see, to open it, simply jump on down and place a twig roof. Now, as you can see, this bunker is quite astonishing, as it is a quite big bunker. In total, you've got 3 of these. You should be able to load everything you need. If you do get raided, one of these bunkers can help you get back on your feet. Heading back up to level 3, as you can see, this is our fighting floor, featuring 6 beds in total and some unique storage locations. We've got awesome peek downs. We can easily shoot out the twig and close up our bunkers. As you can see, our internal peak offers great corridor protection, as you can even see a lock. These shotgun traps are great, as if anyone tries to get past them, it will kill them. You can also watch your bunker if anyone has gained access to it. Moving on up, you can see with more shotgun traps and another locker for a quick spawn. Our first tower features great peak downs, great storage, and great spawn locations. In total, we've got 6 large boxes and 2 small boxes with 2 beds. If the roof is taken for any reason, you can easily spawn down and take back your roof with these sneaky little peaks, protected by turrets as well. Entering our main exposed throne, you've got great 360-degree vision. If you're on your roof, you can easily turn this into a helipad by sealing it up, or just enjoy it by taking over the throne. Now let's build. Like always, let's change up the music and build a starter. Simply drop down a square foundation followed by 2 triangles, seal yourself in, creating your airlock and your eventual tool cover storage location. Now, there are ways that you can actually offset your tool cupboard and drop a furnace down. I prefer not to do it, as it just makes it too awkward later on to access your TC. And now we're all sealed up. As you can see, it's quite cozy and it's quite a good defensive structure at the start. Now, to show the deployables. Change this up however you see fit. This is just my way of doing it, as this is what I prefer. But you be you, that is the #1 philosophy when it comes to building. Change what you like, don't do what you don't like. Simple, that's why I love building. As you can see, you get 4 sleeping bags all set for your small group. Time for the starter expanse. I've also started to put the build cost on the right so you can track it as you build. The starter expanse is quite simple, as it follows a traditional egg-shaped main base build. Simply follow on through. As you'll hear throughout the build, there is someone test rating their base, but as we all know, you gotta test it or it just ain't worth building. Now, when I do drop down, you'll see me drop a half wall and a triangle ceiling. I would recommend keeping this out for now, as that's where your furnaces go. If you want to be a bit more sneaky, you can make this a door frame, and you can actually put a locker or small door behind it with a vending machine at the front, making it unlootable. Unless you don't want to waste the rockets, but I prefer it as my main battery storage. As you can see, we're about to start kitting it all out. Just remember, same rule applies, you be you. If you do have a temporary power supply and you do have the electric furnaces, I would just drop them down straight away, as the fuel cost is amazing. With this half-height wall, if you have it already installed, simply drop down your foundations or at your window location. Now you want to push your second box as far back as possible, just to make sure you can still access your TC and it's not too annoying. One more thing that can get quite annoying is when you start dropping your doors down. Reason being is when you do drop this double door down, you can't actually close the door again unless you close and somehow keep yourself in there, which it is possible. So I would upgrade to a garage door as soon as you can. Or simply remove the box like I did. Now I can never quite figure out whether I want it center or off center of a small box on the right, but I just like the look of centering it. And it's second floor time. You will notice in this build, I wanted to do the build and talk as little as possible. Try something new, see if you guys would rather prefer a few narratives every now and again, but mostly just focus on the music and focus on me building. If you do prefer me talking, explain little bits and pieces why I've done things, please let me know and I'll bring that back. But for now, enjoy the build. I will explain the bunkers and a few more critical items, but peace out, have a good video and enjoy the build. I hope your wipe goes magnificently. I prefer to have these as garage doors. They're just easier to use, but you can also use windows if you prefer it. It makes it a bit harder for raiders to get to, but it's just nicer to have a garage door because it's easy for you to get to and it offers great protection. And overall, when you start raiding, when you start snowballing, you'll always find gears. Time for the bunkers. First of all, we wanted to form an outer shell. Once this is done, we can start sealing it up and the bunker build can continue. But first, let's seal it all up before we start building the bunker. Now, if you are planning on upgrading quickly, I would leave the ceiling right outside that garage door wood. If you do want to take your time, I would make a stone just like I did, as the last thing you want to do is be worried about some crazy guy with a Molotov. Due to work, I haven't been able to edit this video as much as I normally edit, and you'll see a few mistakes that I do during the way. We're all human, we all make mistakes, just like the building's journey. Sweet, with that done, let's start off the build. Let's build the bunkers, my favorite part of the whole build. Now you want to build out 9 triangles and you want to cap it off with a square foundation. As you can see, we've got 9. Now delete your build up and just build back towards the base. Now, the most precious part of the whole build's coming up, as this will determine how it all ends. When you drop this foundation, you have to ensure these rocks are on the left hand side. It is super important, and if it's not, the bunker won't work. Now, if you can afford it, I'd upgrade it to armor, but metal does just fine, as that's where I like to leave it as well. Now, you're going to delete your build up, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to build out with 9 triangles again, and cap it off. As you can see, 9 beautiful triangles. Now delete your build up and build back. Now, as you get close, you want to ensure your foundation is connected to your build up. Same with these half walls. Place them from this angle as far back as you can. Now, drop your roof, making sure it only connects to your half walls. With that down, upgrade everything to metal. Drop down your roof piece, go on up, make sure it says 10 stability. If it's any more, any less, it won't work. It has to be 10. Now how the bunker works, let's go right around. As you can see, you can't actually seal the bunker at the moment. The reason for this is because the twig is down. This is why the windows allow you to shoot it out, because when you shoot it out, you can close up your bunkers. Sometimes it can be temperamental, but don't worry, it does close. Now upgrade it to whatever material you want to use, preferably armor, and go back around. And now it's time for the magic, opening the bunker. That is the beautiful sound you want to hear. If you hear that, it's worked, you're good to go. Finish the other 2 and carry on with the build. As you can see, that is our expanse essentially done. Now it's time to do the layout of our bunker. Like always, when you do the layout, this is up to you. You can change it up. It's just the way I like to do it, the way I've tried it on 1 or 2 wipes. This base in particular was extremely difficult to build, so I did do it on a 3 times because I'm unfortunately me, myself and I. Comfy time with the shell completion. As you can see, you're about to see a prime example about why vanilla building can be quite annoying, as you need the pay to win skin to actually do this last section. Upgrading this to the container skin allows you to drop this foundation. There are a few bugs like this throughout, and I really hope they fix it, and we don't just have to keep buying pay to win skins. Not that I mind, because they do look beautiful. Let me know if you'd prefer some of these bases built like that, or if you like the old OG vanilla-ish look. I quite prefer it for base builds. I went through quite a lot of varieties when choosing these shells, and I hope this is the best one. Now, I know the person will never watch this, but this is actually an awesome musician I found called Daniel Cady, and this is one of his albums, so give him a Google if you can. It did get quite frustrating during the build, as a few people would cam up to the side and constantly shoot it into the water. Don't know why they would do it, but it did make me reshoot a lot of these scenes. One of them even took an hour, because the guy just wouldn't leave me alone. But I used to be a troll in my League of Legends days, so can't blame him. Probably would have done the same. Now let's drop all the deployables. As you can see, it's looking like quite the girthy boy. Compound time. Time to be nice and safe without getting DB'd in the face. As you're about to see, we're plagued with the same issue as before. Fortunately, you need to pay to win. There is a workaround, simply build off of the right foundation, and you always do delete this, so you can just build off the right, get this square, and then start your build out. One thing to note, with leaving this stone, it actually has a massive vulnerability to the base. The reason for that is if someone takes your main TC, the big raid party might just leave, but a scrawny grub like myself could come along, see the bunkers, understand it, get a few jackhammers or spears, destroy these, and it would actually disconnect the external TCs. So we do recommend upgrading it to metal if you can. Defense time with the shooting floor. Sometimes we run into this issue. This is just caused by the stability bunker. You can always drop this frame. You just gotta either remove the wall to the left or build it from the outside. You'll see how I get it down in a second. And that's a bit dramatic, but sometimes you just need to get your angles right. It's all about them angles. This is why I built this original one to stone you're about to see, just because it takes so long to get to this stage, and if you left it wood, someone will come along and annoy you. So all you can do, you can drop this, highly upgrade it to change it to metal, then drop this. Once this is in, you can actually destroy the roof below. Simply pick it out when it's nighttime, nice and simple. It also means you're safe until you're at this stage. This is a bit vulnerable. If someone gets on your roof, they will annoy the heck out of you, especially if they can see into your starter. So close it up as soon as you can. Like always, there's an awesome video from I believe GameLights that explain why you should actually put your embrasures this way around. It makes perfect sense and it makes shooting a lot easier, especially tracking targets. Now, I played around with this for quite a long time trying to find which one. I preferred this option just because it makes running around easier. You can actually increase it so you get better peek into the compound, but with every pro there is a con, and this for me was a perfect middle ground. And this is what you call a castle. Towers time. Now, this is an issue that happened when I was doing the base, so unfortunately, due to the stability bunker, this occurred, but there's many ways you can actually build around it, or you can drop these down before you actually start building the tower. It is frustrating, but you can drop concrete blocks, overall be cheaper as well. There is also some fun stuff you can do with concrete blocks. You can actually shoot under them while keeping yourself safe. So look into it, it's pretty cool. Just drop a concrete block on something like a clock or a timer from electrical and you can shoot through. Just be aware that we'll be able to shoot your legs. Now, feel free to drop ramps here. I haven't, but it does help because it increases the range you can see in the compound. But what you can actually see in the compound, it's not really worth dropping it, especially because you lose some of the open space. Now, let's drop the last of the boxes, and that is us. Thank you very much if you got this far. Really is awesome to see all the support I've gotten lately. If you like these cruisy more type of videos where I just talk and have a bit of banter, let me know. I'm still trying to find what style works for me and what sort of style people like. So thanks again for everyone. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome supporters. And keep it going. No, I just appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Like always, feedback is welcome. Anything I get that helps me improve this base not only makes it better for myself and improves my skill, it also makes everyone else's time better. Because they get to see a different way of building, they get to see a different community, and it builds a community for us.